Anything you want, baby. That's for you, baby. Fire gas you. Fire gas you. No. Fire gas you. Fire gas you. No. Cause my papa no be dangote. Oh, Adeleke. But we go there, okay, yeah, yeah. But my papa no be dangote. Oh, Adeleke. But we go there, okay, yeah, yeah.
This is Jumoke from Ravissant Cocktails, London. I had a great time at Omega FM today with my great, beautiful friends, Asia and Julie and Shades London. It's been an amazing experience. I would say I'm gonna come back here, have a great time. It's been a great day, great evening. I was nervous at first, but trust me, radio, I think I'm a natural.
Hi everyone, thank you Asia for having us. I had a blast. This is my first time on radio. You were engaging, you were funny. Thank you for having us. My business, you can check me out on Instagram at Shades London Hair. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jules. I had an amazing time tonight at Omega FM and I'm looking forward to coming back here again. The conversations were enlightening and exciting and I look forward to coming back again. If you want to order cakes, my sister Mystique Storm is the place to go. I'm not advertising her, she's just good. Anyway, I'll see you again sometime soon. I'm sure I'll be back here. Ciao.
There's money, big girls spend money, so do something for the big girls. So we're going to be going to the news and we'll be right back with more after this. Right, okay, so before the news we were talking about the movie
When They See Us.
When They See Us.
Yeah.
That name always gets stuck.
Yeah, sometimes it's like
I always think the way they look at us, I always think so many different names. So, so we were talking about that. So we can still talk about it some more. If you want to give your commentaries, please join and add your commentaries. Also, we're talking about the Nike plus size Nike mannequin that's now in Oxford Street, and I hope ends up everywhere. And it sparks a conversation about Nike sort of trying to, what's that word you use, Julie? Trying to
inclusivity for everyone. Just
no.
everyone.
What's the issue with the people having an issue with it?
Obesity or something.
Yeah, right. That's
glamorizing.
it. Glamorizing. That's the word you use.
Yes,
glamorizing obesity, and so I think we were kind of like, no, they're not doing that, and they're not doing that, and that yes, it's all right to be big. I'm just saying that big people spend money, so plus size. Women, you spend money. Okay, you spend more money than
Their clothes are more expensive anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I think people are generally missing a trick in terms of whether or not, in terms of whether or not of how we spend money and stuff like that. So, more stuff to talk about. Now, just to remind you guys who cannot see us, I'm joining the studio with some of my goodie friends in the room. So I've got Julie, our African American. Always African.
I know, literally African
our African American friend. And then I've got Shade London in the house. Sade, Shades London.
Yes.
Shades London in the house, and I've got CEO of Ravissant Cocktail, Mary J in the house.
Hey.
Girls, talk in the camera. Is it the drink? I know we should have had snacks. We got drinks and no snacks.
What camera? Is there a camera somewhere?
Well,
there
you know what I mean.
Oh, talk
In the mic.
I said talk in the mic.
Can you hear me?
Where's my mic?
Alright,
My
I'm
mic's
talking
in the microphone.
You can use both.
Hey.
Am I actually talking in the mic?
Hey, hi.
I think the child mic is
I know I can't really hear you guys for some reason.
No, I think
I feel like, can you hear yourself when you're speaking?
we can
No, I
hear
can
you.
hear myself.
No, you won't. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. You won't hear it, but people can hear you. Trust me, we've done a
Right.
sound check. They've
Right.
checked and confirmed.
Good, good.
Yeah. So, or if so Jay and Sade on the other side. So, if you can't hear them, you need to hear them more. Please let us know if you can't, and we will turn them up. We will crank them up. So, the numbers to call in the studio to join in our discussion is 07539 968 143. 07969 968 143.
Actually, you want to do like a +44 because I think I have a couple people tuned in from outside.
Okay. Oh, if you're calling from
Wherever.
wherever, the code you need is +44. Well, you'd know that anyway, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Probably
We'll
not.
have the 0.
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they know that. They know that.
I hope so.
Okay, so if you're tuning in,
Let's look at the number. Sorry, go on.
so
We're having a private discussion.
you're having a private discussion live on radio.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That's an open
Who does
secret.
that?
An open conversation.
So yeah. I think if we do it this way, then
Oh, there we go. Then they can actually see.
yeah.
Hey guys.
Right.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
the other thing we are talking about today is there was an article about a week ago this was about London Tube. It was about a lady's experience on the London Tube, which then sparked a bit of a debate. So it was basically, so I'll just read a bit of the article. So basically, a woman has sparked a debate on tube etiquette after giving up her seat on the London Underground for a young boy. The woman involved said the boy's mother asked her to let her son sit down because he was just a child, so there was no other reason. But it was just her. She later questioned whether she made the right decision as to allowing the boy to sit down. So I think what had happened, so she just described it as it was on a busy tube, and she managed to get a seat when a woman tells her to give up her seat for her son, who looked about 10 years old. She didn't say anything. She didn't respond. But then the lady now raised her voice at her, like, let my son sit down, kind of thing. And so she kind of stared at the woman in disbelief, and even people on the train are kind of looking. But before she knew it, she got up, looked around. Everyone seemed a bit mystified. She got up anyway. The woman now said that after she left, she wondered whether or not she did the right thing. She started, question. When you take an action, like, why did I get up, sort of thing. And she started sort of questioning why she got up and whether she should have got up, that sort of thing. So the question was now sparked a debate. At what point should an adult get up for children? At what point do you get up for children? And I wanted to kind of go around the room and ask my friend.
Okay, so as your most aggressive friend, as the fighter, so as the one that is not afraid to get into a fight, you want to bully me,
Has been drinking.
bully me into getting up for a 10-year-old. It wouldn't happen. No, I'll get it for a baby. I'll get it for a 1-year-old. I wouldn't even have to be asked as a mother.
Yeah.
Right. You wouldn't even have to ask me before I say, sit down and everything. But you shout at me. Oh,
raise your voice.
Gee. Oh, wow. I will be having a field day on that train. Everyone will have a show to watch on the train. Because that's bullying. You just basically bullied someone. So what she did is she profiled everyone. Round, sitting, let's see. Oh, you look soft. I can get you.
What did I say?
You look like you can be bullied, yeah? She wouldn't do that with me. She wouldn't do that with someone like this. In the first place, I'm not even looking at you. So where do you get off telling me to get up for your 10-year-old son? He's only 10. He's 10. 10-year-old kids are so energetic. They can stand for hours. They're good. I should have done it. You know what? You've done it. You've been bullied. You've been plagued. So you know what, can the rest of us just move on from this?
I've got a view about that, actually. So let me just go to you, Shadi. What do you think? What would you do? First of all, do you think they should, a child should have a place more than an adult? And what would you do in that situation?
So I think for me, I don't get on the train often, and because I don't have a 9 to 5. But
well, excuse you, boss lady.
Excuse me.
Do you know what I mean? She's throwing shade at the rest of us.
that in there. Well, no, seriously, this actually happened with somebody. I was on the train, I think it was a month ago, and a lady had come into the train. I don't think her daughter was 10 years old. She was probably 8. And that made me look at what the rules are. The rules on the tube are clear. You get her for disabled people. You get up for elderly people, and you get up for pregnant people, or you get up for people with very, very small children.
Yeah.
Now, you can use your discretion. If somebody is in need or the person needs a bit of help, you can help.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right for you to... I think Mary is right. You've acted badly. You've acted badly by bullying somebody out of their position. You can ask nicely, like, "Oh, I'm really tired," or "He's really grumpy. Can you give up your seat?" But to command, there's no rules on the train that says get up for 10-year-olds. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the first thing I would check. But I don't actually blame the woman, because a lot of people, I think their default action is to be polite. So if somebody tells you to do something, you don't always have the time to process it if that person is bullying you in the moment. So I don't think I think I would have been that woman that would have gotten up, and I would have felt bad afterwards.
I always like good people.
Yeah. I think it doesn't make you right. It just means that some of us just we don't fight like Mary does.
Anything out of you to be polite, to be honest. So,
exactly.
So what would you do?
I think,
for all you know, you don't even know if this woman had some kind of condition, if she was not feeling too good at that day, she has period pain, which everybody downplays. Anyone could have. Period pain. We as women should get 5 days off every month. She could have period. She could be going through that, right? And then you go and tell her to get up. If I had period pain and you told me to get up, I don't know what would have happened that day. But thank God it's not me then.
Okay, so just to, for those of you just joining us, just to let you know what we're talking about. So we're talking about an incident that happened to a woman, not one of us, another woman on the tube, where she was basically told to get up for a 10-year-old boy by the mother of the 10-year-old boy. When she was told the first time, she kind of just looked a bit sort of like confused, and then the woman raised her voice at her for her to get up. She got up and left, and then wondered whether or not she did the right thing by getting up. So that kind of sparked a debate. So I'm asking my guest in the studio, what would you do in that situation? So in that situation, do you think it was right for her to get up? And Mary J's just said, I don't even know why she got up, and then she's rethinking her actions afterwards, And so, Julie, I want to come to you. What do you think? What would you do
this is
in that
really,
situation?
This is a very weird situation, to be honest. Like, I think, moving to London has really, calmed me down. And if I was on the tube, quote unquote, and someone asked me to get up, I'm not sure what I would do, to be honest. I probably would... I look at a kid and feel some kind of compassion and let him just sit down. But I think if she asked me impolitely and she was rude, I probably wouldn't get up. I don't know. I really can't say in that situation. This is just all hypothetical. I would get up for a little.
You think Julie would get up? I don't think Julie would get up if you were aggressive.
No, hey guys, if you're aggressive,
I think Julie would be like, "You talking to me?"
No, I wouldn't just say you're talking to me. Get the whatever out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've had a situation in London which I never, ever had in New York. I was on a bus in London, and some lady actually lost her wallet, and she's walking around talking to everyone. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to pay attention to this lady. And I turned around, and she actually said to me, you, where is it? To me. She said, you, where is, what? Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, I actually cursed her out. There were a lot of F-bombs, everything flying on this bus. I couldn't believe it because I lived in New York for a really long time, and this never ever happened to me. So for this to happen to me in London was shocking because you guys are a lot more You guys are a lot more calmer.
Don't get it twisted. We got attitude now.
I've always been conservative.
You guys are crazy around.
So when she actually came to me, I was like, this lady's crazy. This has never happened to me. But I don't know what I would do. I'd probably look at the kid first, think of the kid first, and then, maybe get up. I can't think of anything else. Yeah,
So I'm just going to quickly read some comments. So someone said, oh, maybe she had mental health disorder, maybe. Okay, so, yeah, maybe she did, but I don't think she did, because she was asking for her son to sit down. So let's be clear about what we know about this, okay? The son is about 10 years old, okay? So she comes on, she wants somebody, you're asking somebody who's already occupying the seat, okay, to give up their seat. If you're going to do that, you're going to do it politely.
In the most polite way.
Even if you're a pregnant, look.
Even if you have to tell a lie.
Yeah, the thing on the tube, it says priority for elderly people and for disabled and small children.
People less able to sit.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, so if it's a small child, like a 3-year-old, and those kind of children that was struggling in that kind of space, I get that. But even those people that you're supposed to give priority for, I'm not being funny. If I give you that seat and you don't say thank you, you'll know about it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because whether you're disabled or pregnant, you can't say thank you. Do you understand? And that's, as Brits, that's one thing that's very important to us. Yeah. Please and thank yous. So you'll say that. But Jumoke made a good point, and before we came on air, Julie and I talked about this. Yeah. And I said to her, look, there's a saying that says, monkey knows what tree to jump on. Oh, yeah. Okay? So I tell you now, she would never have approached me. She wouldn't even have approached the person next to me, because she would be fearing that I might know that person in my face. Okay. What she would have done is gone a few people down, asked them. Okay, she would never have asked me, because me give up my seat. I'd be like, oh, what's wrong with him? Is he sick? What's wrong with him? Is he not well? What's wrong with his legs? Nah.
I know someone just said maybe she could have been bipolar, but how do we know who's bipolar and who's not bipolar? How are we supposed to understand these things, to be honest with you?
Look, she might be bipolar, we can't come shining at people.
But we don't even know. I might be bipolar, you never know.
Let me tell you something.
What do you even know?
I tell you why I don't
That's
think
the truth.
I tell you why, because this woman, it felt like she targeted that lady. It felt like she knew who to approach. Of all the people sitting there, why that?
Do you know
one person?
What did I say to you? I said the bullies always know who to approach.
But can I say something?
A bully looks at the profile people. They know. They're very good at profiling.
Are we all kind of mentally ill?
I guess we're all. Speak for yourself. But I'm just saying that. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, so you're somewhere, right? Okay, so
Did you say what she said?
So wait, can I tell you? So can I tell you, as we as normal people, you go somewhere, you're seeing someone, you see a queue, and you're thinking, that person looks like you'll be soft, he can help me.
Interesting. Hold on, let me just stop. Interesting. On both Instagram and Facebook, the question was the lady black or white? I actually don't know.
They probably
actually, that's interesting.
They wouldn't say that. I
actually don't know. I wish I knew, but we don't actually know.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, we all profile people. We all do it.
Like, I think the woman who got up was white. I think the woman who asked her to get up was white.
Yeah. If I went somewhere and I needed,
I think so too.
So if I went somewhere, like I went to the dentist yesterday, and I needed something I needed like a certificate for something, and I knew if I'd seen this other woman, she won't do it for me. But if I saw this other woman, she'd do it for me. And then when I saw this other woman, I was like, hi, I didn't bring it. Is that okay? She's like, oh no, it's okay, Mary, I will. But this other woman will actually want it. So we kind of we know how to profile people. Mm-hmm. Who's going to help me? Who is easy? He looks easy, she looks easy. So you go and you say, this is the person that is going to get up for my 10-year-old son to sing. Mm-hmm. If I shout at her, she's going to shake. Yeah. That's it. You can't do that with me, because you see my face and you will know that you cannot try that with me.
Well, okay, I'm playing devil's advocate. When you're a mother, right? There were days where you guys probably hardly get on the train, right, or tube or whatever. So, are there days where you're just exhausted and tired, and you don't even have etiquette? What what is train etiquette? Like, well,
I always have train etiquette.
Okay, so
I always have etiquette.
okay, so
period.
And that's the reason why I don't have a job in the city, because I can't. Because I probably will be in jail by now. So
No,
you know
wait,
what?
I'm a germaphobe.
I'm gonna save myself
I'm a
that.
germaphobe as well. But you
I'm a
exhausted, you're tired, and you're just like, you know what? Like, sorry, can you get up without thinking about it? Is that?
I don't think that happens often. I've seen that again. Just asking a random person to get up on the train, especially if there's
No.
So I just want to read a comment. So a child falls within the vulnerable group that should be offered the seat.
Yeah,
correct.
I
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. However, for a 10-year-old, a healthy 10-year-old, hell no.
No, I think a 10-year-old
because I'm
is
teaching.
vulnerable,
I'll be
so.
at the age of 10. I want my child to be able to get up without me saying, get up for that elderly. I would have trained my child, that's my belief, that when I'm getting on the train with my child would be like to somebody who needs, would you like to sit down?
Exactly.
You know? So at the age of 10, that's what I expect my child to know. Not for me as a mum. If my child is sick, I will ask and explain why I need my child to sit down.
In a very polite manner. Like,
in a very polite way. I don't think,
good.
even people who have priority seats, like pregnant people and all that kind of stuff, you know, people don't rush to get up. I remember when I was pregnant.
Oh no, people don't. Not anymore.
I was standing there. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I am one of those people.
Nobody got up.
I get up.
Then it was another pregnant woman who was sitting down because I was heavier than her, and she was like, "Would you like to sit down?" You know, like drawing attention, like.
Sorry,
and then somebody now like,
actually, he makes a good point. He says like, you're assuming the child is healthy. That's true.
You're right. We're assuming the child. What we're saying is,
she could have been good about it.
Hold on, guys. We're assuming. You're right. Comment that we're assuming the person was healthy. But if your child is not healthy, why are you blowing them out?
No, I know him.
Yeah.
No.
So
Hi,
if the person is not healthy, then you say, okay, this child does not fall into the group of vulnerable children that need priority on the train. So if you want me to give up my good old seat that maybe I've got a bunion on my toe, that's burning my foot.
Boiling my.
Do you understand what I mean? And I need a chair.
Can I say something? How does this woman, the woman that wrote the article, how did she know that the child was 10 years old?
Right, they're assuming.
She said the child looks.
Yeah.
You can look at a child and know what age you think.
It's not definite. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
I mean, there's a lot of
older
older
than, yeah.
if you were asked the question to describe a child and say how old did the child look, and I think that's what the
I think for me the main thing is whether you're polite or not. You get people to do things for you as long as you come across as nice enough. So if you're polite to the way you ask for a request, people will make excuses for you. I think that's the bottom line.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
No.
As long as you're polite. Like, I think the biggest thing here is polite.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
shout
and I
at
think
somebody.
that's what
It's
you know.
being polite.
You can't shout at
It's
someone
an
expect
easy
them
thing.
to.
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Can my child sit? Can my child have your seat? Simple. I'm a mother. I will get up for a child. You know. But you can't bully me out of my seats. Excuse me, you have a travel card, I have one.
I'm sorry, Wale, I disagree with you. This is not advertising a child's vulnerability in public. If you're going to ask me for my help, you're coming up to, if it's something as simple like, oh, excuse me, please, my son's not feeling well. Do you mind if he takes your seat? Something like that. Nobody is saying you should skywrite it or shout it for the rest of the...
Politely.
Do you understand what I mean?
Politely.
You know,
Yeah.
nothing gives you the right, nothing like that gives you the right to be rude to people.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the right to be, even if your child's sick, you can't be rude to people.
Yeah.
Because you don't know any one of those people, if there was a crisis on the train, who will step up and help you. You just don't know.
Yeah. And at the same time, you never know what's wrong with the person you're talking to. You never know if they have their own
they might
illness.
be great.
No, they might have something wrong with them, and you just can't see it.
I
have a bad knee. I can't stand for too long. I'm sitting, and then you want me to, I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything. So we really need to be sensitive, towards one another and everything.
Yeah,
I totally
go around
agree. Bullying people and everything into.
Absolutely. So on that note, I wanted to find out what other things, what other things that you experience on the tube. Those of you who get the tube. So I drive mostly, so I don't always do, but I'm a bit of a germaphobe. So for me, when I get on the train, oh Lord, I'm just like,
I got issues. Sanitizer.
Sanitizer.
Every time.
Yes, in my pocket, in my bag.
I look around.
Yeah,
I'm constantly looking around. People sneeze at you. I'm like,
I think for me,
just
coughing, sneezing,
Everything.
That's one. The other
That's
thing
what I
I
mean.
don't like, I know I live in the States. I used to get annoyed when I hear obnoxious people on the train.
No, here.
And a
I'm
lot
talking
of
about
the
here.
obnoxious, no,
Yeah.
this is
Mhm.
here too, okay? So,
Really?
a lot of the obnoxious people turn out to be American.
We know that.
You have to be.
Can I say,
They turn out
The
to be
worst
Americans,
thing is
like
during
really
rush hour.
loud,
Yeah.
you know, and that really annoys me. Like, keep your conversation to yourself. I don't want to hear what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your voice. I just want to get to wherever it is that I'm going,
Mm.
and I don't want to hear anything else. Thank you. Next. Just
Mhm.
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Man, you have to
And the
be-
people that have their phones on speaker.
Oh,
Hold on a second. So guys, just to be clear, just to be clear, guys, I want to know what are the things that really grates you when you're on the tube, on the train. What are the things that really, what kind of no etiquette behavior
smacking gum.
that
Smacking gum, putting your
gets on
food.
your nose?
Smelly food. Oh my god.
Mine
I
has to
Yeah,
be.
so
wanted
somebody
to
said smelly food.
kill.
Yeah,
I wanted to. I thought I was gonna kill myself.
eating
This
smelly
guy
food.
eating
Feeds
like
on
this big,
feet.
massive.
But when you
Big.
say smelly
Smelly
food,
food
are you
is
talking
already
about
bothering
like
me.
mackerel, like fish, or is it just because you don't like
Like
the smell of the food?
no, I think it's just eating.
What about pounded
You know what? I
yam?
can understand it. So I can understand if you just decide to buy. You know we can all
Nobody
do it.
eats pounded yam.
So this is like fast food,
We need to
right?
be
I've
sitting
seen a
down
video of
here.
a woman eating amala on TV.
Yeah,
on
there was a
the
video of
bus.
a
Yeah.
place with a pot of rice.
On the bus.
Yeah.
So
A pot of
this
rice.
guy had like this huge plastic. He opened it. I mean, you could tell that he's wherever he's from. That's his native food. I don't want to smell your food.
This
It
is
was
a good
awful.
question, though.
Hold on.
We're really.
Go on.
You know, it was really awful. But I got up and I walked away and everything. So there's people that put their feet on the seats too.
People that put their
can't
feet on the
stand it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the headphones.
And then when you come, they're like, oh,
Headphones.
sorry, take their feet. Well,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to sit on
Then
the
headphones
yeah,
very loud where I can actually hear your music. Why do I
Yeah.
have to hear your music?
Yeah, and I can sing along
And
with
you
the
get
words.
you know, you keep hearing that sound.
I think it's. I think my worst,
Yeah.
and it's happened a few times. Rush hour.
Yeah.
Someone just farts.
Oh, wow. So I was
crazy.
on the, can I just take you guys somewhere
And you know
else?
the people who do that, they're professionals. Because you would not be able to tell from their face whether they did it. They are professionals.
I was on a full flight from
You know.
Toronto to London in March. And the woman decided to fart the entire time.
Friends, because
yeah.
a lot of them have got, I mean, they've got teenagers in secondary school. Some of them are even uni, you know. And it's kind of like you have to now create a different normal. And you don't really think about it because in your head, these are your friends. They'll have kids, you'll have kids. All of you will do things roughly. Your kids will be maybe a couple of years apart, but not like a good 10, 15 minutes. Some of their kids can babysit my child, you know, and so I could definitely relate to that. But then I think that's how you and I connected.
I was going to say,
You know,
because
so-
you knew everywhere. Yemisi is a busybody. She knows everywhere. She's invited me
She
to
means
parent
that in the
groups.
nicest way.
I mean that in the nicest
but I
way.
love it 'cause
All
you're
I was
very
doing with
like
my
that,
child
so
was
because,
being at
yeah.
home. So it was good to have someone like Yemisi to just say, come on, I'm taking you to a cooking class for babies. Like,
Well, where we going?
you know, to like soft play areas, things
Yeah,
that
You
you
guys
know.
are your kids like the same age or something?
We do.
Yeah.
2 months apart.
2 months apart, so
Oh,
we do
wow.
play dates. We have play dates.
God always has a way of getting you.
Yeah, and it's kind of like so. It's a different journey, but it's a good one and everything.
Right.
So, Jules, you,
Me?
yeah,
What?
Jay.
What do you want me to say?
The
Motherhood.
journey, yeah.
What's your journey? What are you doing?
Oh.
What's your journey?
My
9
journey.
minutes.
So okay, you guys know I've always been the mother and father of my child. So I'm a single parent. Not to say I'm completely a single parent like the father of my child. He doesn't live here, so he's involved in his child's life. But I've been the decision maker in my child's life. I was pregnant the whole time by myself, with my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers to help.
Love family support.
You know, so it's all my
Yeah.
family support that was there. So, but for me,
Which is wonderful.
I think it's the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me because I don't think I would I don't think anybody would have been able to look after me the way my family looked after me, because I actually have that thing about me. Like, I
have a good support system.
Yeah, so I've always been. I like to live at home. I like to live in my parents' house. I don't think I want to move outside. Maybe when I'm 60. You know, so thinking about it now, I just turned 40, so I'm thinking, do I want to have a child? No.
Oh, go on. We can have another one.
My daughter is 8 years old.
Make a pact.
I'm going to say, hi, Rania, because you didn't ask me to say, Mommy, say hi, Rania. Hi, Rania, baby.
2 hours.
Yeah. No, I was actually going to say, hi, Rania, again. Okay. So I had Rania when I was, 30? I'm 14 now. Rania is 8.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I still had the energy in me to run around and everything. So when I think about it, when I see 3-year-olds now, when I said to a friend of mine the other day, I was like, you have a 3-year-old? he's 50, he's 49 or 50. I was like, you have a 3-year-old? I was like, how do you cope? Because these kids have so much energy. But you know, at the same time, this is a new world for us and everything. I think it's that much of a big deal anymore. It's not the days where our parents had us. When I knew my mom's 40th birthday, I was already an adult. When my mom turned 40, you know, but when you think about it now, I don't know, I don't think it's such a big deal. We're all having kids at a certain age, older age and everything. So I don't think it's that much of a big deal anymore. Even though I look at myself sometimes and I think, do I really want to have a child anymore? I'm sure I will if I find the right person, or if something happens, and if whether it's an accident, whether it's for real, whether it's real love, it doesn't really matter to me. You know, if it happens, I'm going to have a child. So, you know, so let's just do it. We have babies when we're 50, when we're 80. We're just enjoy the babies.
So, we'll probably got about 6 minutes left.
Julie, I thought you had a question.
Hold on, I want Julie to say a little bit of herself. So, because we're coming up, we've got 6 hours. 6 hours.
My journey is obviously a little different. I don't have any kids, but I think that
we're married.
But I am married, yes. And I think that I've heard like having kids later in life makes you more patient.
Yes.
That's one of the things I've heard. You're a lot more patient.
Yeah.
I definitely want to have kids, but I'm not going to lie. Like, I think that when I look at the journey of mothers, it actually scares me. It makes me so scared to the point where I'm like, wow, is this something that I can personally really, really go through? But I think no one's ever really prepared for motherhood, right? Only if you've actually made the effort. Like, I'm not sure what your journey was, Sade. But basically, I think that I can't really comment on motherhood, to be honest. Obviously, I'm not a mother. But I've got like my nephew or niece, and I spend a lot of time with them, and I live vicariously through them. And I basically like watch them. I've watched them grow up, watch the way they actually have become from like babbling voices to now like really like confident voices, and it's really interesting. I don't know, like I think the whole motherhood thing is really the pressure on women sometimes needs to be lifted. Because I think it is optional. It's either you want to have a family or you don't. So it's optional. I want to have kids, and for women who don't want to have kids, they don't have to be condemned. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? And that's how I see it. That's my perspective on it. I've never thought about having kids, but I do want to have kids. It's not something I thought, oh my God, I love cute babies, but it's not one of those like, oh my God, like I want to have kids today. I want to have kids now, to be honest, because age is knocking on the door.
You know, can I tell you something?
So
life is really funny because I always thought I was going to be the married one without children. Okay, so I never thought I was going to have kids. It never occurred to me I had to have kids. It always occurred to me I had to have a man. And that was it. so I'm not married, but I have a kid. So it doesn't really work out that way. And I still believe a lot of women, we're all mothers as far as you have nephews, you have nieces, you have got kids, and everything. You're a mother. As far as I'm concerned, you are a mother. I would never look at you and don't think you're a mother because you have a connection and everything.
We're all mothers
Instinctively
in waiting anyway.
Yes.
So we're coming up to the news hour. We've got about 2 minutes left. I told you the time goes quick. So it's been absolute fun kicking it with my girls in the room. I just want to give you a little bit of give you like maybe about 30 seconds each to do a shout out to your loved one. Maybe 30 seconds. We don't even, do a shout out to your loved ones and where people can find you or find what you're working on.
Okay.
So, Jay, we'll kick off with you first.
Okay, I'm Jumoke, Ravissant Cocktails. I'm the boss of Ravissant Cocktails. I want to say shout out to all my clients and clients to be. You can check us out on ravissantcocktails.com. .co.uk or on Instagram. We do a lot of weddings and parties and everything. And I want to
radio shows.
And radio shows. I want to say big shout out to my big sister, the CEO of Ravissant Cocktails, Christy. And I want to say big shout out to my daughter Rania, my nieces and nephews, Christine, Anthony, everybody, my loved ones. Love you guys. See you soon. Mwah.
Okay, my name is Sade. I've got a business called Shades London Hair. So I'm on Instagram at Shades London Hair. I'm a mother of a 21-month-old beautiful girl, and I have an amazing husband called Debola. Shout out to you, baby. Love you. And yeah, check me out on Instagram. I source and sell the best raw virgin hair. And I'm also a good friend to have, I think. So just give me a shout out.
Yeah.
To have a chat about it.
She
Thanks for having us, Asia. We had a lovely time. Thank you.
Hi, okay, I'm Julie. I want to give a shout out to Jules. I want to give a shout out to my family, Susie, David, everybody. If you guys want to check them out on Instagram, check out and Dyer, my lovely husband. I know he's listening. He's not on Instagram, but check out my sister's page for cupcakes and TV for music. Don't really have this time.
Okay, so that brings us to the hour. It's been great kicking it with you, my guest, and the viewers. And I look forward to catching you next week. Till then, love each other, look after each other, and take care of your loved ones. Peace.
See you soon.
I have some music.
Bye.